So market research analyst is a person who's very good with numbers, attention to high details. That person is very much organized and logical in their approach. So what a typical market analyst, research analyst do? So this kind of a person is a person who has very good understanding about the market. For example, companies like Gartner, companies like Nelson, companies like PwC, where a lot of research work is being done, right? So this kind of the market research analyst is a person who studies the market trend for a particular subject area, maybe for a product, maybe for a particular domain, or maybe for a particular event happening in the current society, or for a particular country or in the world. Like for example, a market research analyst is going to see how the COVID trend is impacting the job market. A market research analyst in LinkedIn is going to look into this kind of factor, like how COVID is impacting a particular sector in terms of job. For example, as the COVID cases are rising over a period in time, and we have been at a lockdown since last year, so the automobile industry was impacted very badly because the sale was hampered. The reason being is that nobody is going out of their house, nobody is using their cars or bike, and nobody was in a position to invest a huge amount of money to buy a new car. And in the meantime, the manufacturing and supply chain was impacted because automobile industry is a highly human dependent industry. So without the physical presence of the engineers, physical presence of the workers working in the manufacturing plant, a particular automobile company cannot survive. So market research analyst is going to work on all these different trends that is being shown in the market for this automobile industry, and prepare different kind of research report. How this kind of role is related to data science? So initially, a market research analyst used to use uh, a lot of Excel kind of a tool, or lots of BPM kind of a tool for its research and analysis. And it used to be a exhaustive research, and it used to take a lot of time because a lot of manual effort used to be involved in that. But as the technology improve over a period in time, and we have got a lot of access to digitized data, so now the market research analysts use tools like Tableau, ClickView for the analytics work. Also, they use a lot of machine learning technique with the help of technology team to implement their research work in some real time research paper kind of a output, or maybe building different solution to help the particular company to implement some strategy in their business or grow their business. So nowadays, a market research analyst is a person who has a very good background in economics, or MBA in a particular domain, say MBA in logistic and operations, MBA in finance, MBA in sales and marketing. So that with that kind of a educational background, a market research analyst has a very good knowledge of how the market is kind of changing based on some kind of event happening, and how it is impacting a particular industry, and they work on preparing different reports, and uh, also they prepare a different matrices around their research on the particular subject area. So if you have worked in the world of data science for quite some time, and you are very much well versed with the technology and the domain, say sales and marketing, or you are well versed with domains say finance, or maybe you have worked as a lawyer in some law firm, then you can contribute as a market research analyst in that particular subject area for consulting firms like PwC, Deloitte, or say research firms like Gartner or Nelson. So this is one of the role you can explore if you are not looking for an exhaustive uh, programming kind of a profile, where you have to spend a lot of time coding in Python to get the machine learning algorithm built, and they take the output to the customer, explain it to them, and help the customer in terms of running their business. If you're not looking for a typically uh, coding kind of a work in your next profile, then you can also work as a market research analyst in consulting firms. The next one is business analytics consultant or data and AI consultant. This kind of roles are very much prominent in current market. So a consultant is a person who has very good understanding of a particular domain, business understanding. This person has very good interpersonal communication skills along with a lot of creativity and innovation. So a consultant is a person who is mostly an individual contributor who has worked with end-to-end customer engagement starting from business requirement gathering, pre-sales till the implementation. This person has consulted the customer how exactly he or she should be tackling a particular problem in his organization. He has also helped in strategic planning with his analytics capability and lots of experience in that particular domain. So this person is a techno-functional guy who has worked in a particular industry and used a lot of technology, say business intelligence technologies or AI technologies to create value in their customers domain or the company. So suppose a company or a business approaches PwC, the consulting firm, that they want to implement a business strategy in and around artificial intelligence to uplift or upgrade their current sales and marketing processes. So here a business consultant will be assigned to that particular engagement and the company, and this person is going to understand the company's current as is process. It's also he or she is going to also study the company's past trends and how the company has changed over a period in time, and what kind of systems the company has deployed at this particular point in time, and what is the usage metrics is. And based on that, he is going to prepare a strategic planning in and around the requirement given by the customer to upgrade their current process or make some strategic decision from the management perspective. This person has to know the technology, this person has to know how our analytics process work, how we can implement our AI project, because since you are building a strategic roadmap for the customer, so you should be knowing where exactly all the components are fitting in and how much time it is going to take for a implementation of a machine learning algorithm for a particular problem solving, and how the solution needs to be designed in and around, and how timelines needs to be designed for the particular initiative. When I talk about a roadmap is a long-term commitment for 3 to 5 years of time. So the business analytics consultant is going to help you to design that particular strategic planning based on all the empirical or data he or she has gathered over a period in time, and then help the customer to drive its business for profitability based on the suggestion he or she has made. So it's a very good role actually, and this kind of role is very much prominent in consulting firms and also product-based companies. A data and AI consultant is a person who works in the pre-sales and consulting area in a company like Microsoft, where that person will be working on the data and AI path or offering of Microsoft, or maybe he is a consultant in the cloud technologies offered by a particular company, maybe GCP, Google, or maybe Microsoft. An application architect is a person who is going to design the application, meaning you have a BI dashboarding or BI reporting tool, and you want to integrate machine learning capability in that. Application architect is a person who has end-to-end understanding of that particular application or the tool, and he or she knows how exactly you can integrate a new module in that particular tool that he has been working. So, and this person has a background of architecture building from the application perspective and also from a data perspective. This person has an end-to-end understanding of engineering of an application, and how exactly you can tweak the application whenever you are adding a new feature. So application architect is going to use a lot of technology in terms of building a particular solution, and this person is kind of mostly attached to a particular department in a IT company, a particular department in a corporate. Application architect can be an architect who is working in the BPO process, in the BPM domain, or this particular person is a person who is working in managing end-to-end infrastructure for a bank, where they are using a lot of data for their data engineering platform and for data analytics work. So this kind of a role can be confusing for a person who is looking for a transition in an analytics world. But if you have been working as a developer or a coder in Python or Java or that kind of a language, and you have been working as a, say, DevOps engineer for a long time, then to transit to the analytics side, you can start as an application architect, and then you can take up a role as a data architect or solution architect, or maybe you can move to data scientist with some experience gained over a period in time in data products or in machine learning products. Next is project manager or analytics manager. So as the name suggests, so this person is a manager who's going to manage end-to-end project. It can be a business intelligence project, it can be a ML project. He is a person who has very good experience with communication, or communicating the right risk and issues the customer, convincing the customer to accept it. He has a good leadership capability because he has to drive the complete program or complete project to completion. He has to manage the team who is working on that particular project. Also, he has to manage the customer simultaneously. He has very good negotiation skills, meaning whenever there is a problem coming up in the project and he is about to miss a deadline as per the customer's requirement, then he should be in a position to negotiate with the customer and get the customer to agree with him in terms of the new proposed timeline or how to mitigate the risk that is coming up in the project. He is a person who has good people management skill, so that he can manage his team effortlessly and deliver the project seamlessly. So project manager is a person who has a technical background, maybe a bachelor in engineering along with a master's, and a project manager is sometimes equipped with certifications like PMP, Scrum, Agile, or Prince. A project manager is seen everywhere in IT companies, handling end-to-end project for a particular customer. A project manager you can see in construction companies, engineering companies, in sales and marketing, everywhere. But the project manager work is going to be a bit different based on the industry he is working. A project manager in manufacturing companies would be a person who's handling end-to-end manufacturing project for the particular product. This person will not be technically savvy, but this person is going to have a lot of leadership skills, good communication skills, organizational skills, and with a vast experience in the domain. A chief technology officer is a very high and senior position once you have gained a lot of experience in a particular industry and you have been working in the technological area in that industry for a long time, and you have become, say, vice president or director of that particular division, and you have crossed an experience range of 20 to 25 years, then you can take up a role as a CTO to drive the technological initiative in that particular company you are working in, and also help the customer drive their technological initiative in their company. This person has a very good knowledge or 360-degree knowledge of a particular technological implementation, how to run the technological division in the company, both from the people management perspective, customer management perspective, and he also looks after how his technological department is contributing the company's ROI. And also he's a person who has very strong leadership skills and organizational skills to drive the initiative to a successful closure. So a technology officer is going to take decision in and around technology. For example, you are working in a startup and you people have never worked in a cloud technology, but your current requirement on the initiatives you are working with the customer is demanding for a cloud practice to be set up in the company and hire the resources accordingly. A chief technology officer is going to take the decision which technology would be the right one for the company based on different factors like size of the company, the resources available for the company, and how much resources you are going to hire for that kind of initiative, how much investment the company needs to do to set up a end-to-end cloud infrastructure for the company and for the customer, and what is the profitability out of that kind of an initiative. So this kind of different organizational metrics are going to get assessed by the CTO, and take that, and he is going to take the decision to bring that particular initiative to a successful closure. Chief data officer, so it's a very much data science specific role. So chief data officer is a person who has vast experience as a machine learning engineer, data analyst, and data scientist. That person has taken a lot of uh, initiatives, a lot of different roles in the world of data, and have worked in different data product and data projects. This person has also worked as an architect in end-to-end architecting data solutions. This person has a very good consulting background, and this person has worked in end-to-end implementation of machine learning projects. So this person knows whenever a company wants to initiate its analytics projects or build the analytics practice in the company, what kind of requirement would come up and how he or she should be tackling it. This person takes a consultative approach for the customer to implement a data driven culture in the company, and also helps the customer in their digital transformation journey. So a CDO is a role you will primarily see in technology companies, a lot of them, where product building is one of the main initiative in the company, and also in the consulting company where consulting is a primary role he or she is going to take, because this particular person has a lot of implementation knowledge. That person has seen a lot of risk issues or success and failure in a project implementation as an architect, as a project manager, as a consultant. There's a reason this person has a vast experience in his 12 to 15 years of career or maybe more, and he is in a good position to lead the complete organization in a data driven culture or data transformation, digital transformation uh, path. So this kind of role is very much prominent in consulting and product based companies.